G'day, mate, and welcome back to Captain Mystery with me, Jetty. In our last episode, we had a pretty successful episode. You know, we did get down to like 1 month's worth of food supply, but that's been completely solved. We did start to run out of old growth trees on the island, but that's also been solved. We even went as far as tapping extra water on the island and tapping extra oil. So I would call it overall a successful episode. We even started dumping quartz so we could dig out a section of the island so I'd have a little bit more room for the oil build. And we even upgraded production and started making some big trucks and some big diggy boys. So I call this a the last episode, a very, very successful episode. Now, I'm hoping to keep up the record and we can make another successful episode this time around. But before we get to any of that, I need to ask the important questions as the fog rolls over. Can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like before the island disappears. And don't forget, as I mentioned last episode, we're now into we're past a week worth of Let's Plays. You should have clicked subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I need to thank the wonderful YouTube members, and the wonderful supporters over at Patreon that are keeping this dream alive. And today, we're thanking once again, a brand new YouTube member. Today, we're going to be thanking the wonderful Lord Sydney. Sydney Lord. Pretty sure their name over at Twitch is Lord Sydney. Anyway, I need to thank Sydney Lord for being a wonderful YouTube member, coming to support the channel, and he's going to be in charge of, well, from the looks of it, moving around some coal. Now, you might notice that last episode we put in a couple of alerts, and we still have a problem or two. We still don't really have any copper. It's not quite empty, but it's not doing great, and we're also completely out of rock. So I need to do something about that before we get into too many other things. But, of course, you know, because I like getting sidetracked, very first thing we're going to be doing is sending off the ship because, well, there are pirates to kill. We killed some last episode, but more this episode. Next thing I want to do is, what do you have? Limestone. Okay. Can you export limestone into that bucket? That's the Diggy Crew. It is the Diggy Crew. Okay. Diggy Crew, I actually want to split the Diggy Crew in two. Cancel. Cool. We're going to pull 1, 2 off there. We're going to move them over here. We're going to edit the area. And I'm going to have to send them over here. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to... Okay, we're going to split the Diggy Crew into 3. Edit area, all of that, please. Okay, I want to send a Diggy Crew over here, but it's going to end up being half the Diggy Crew, which is, what, 4 of you? Yeah. Which means you're going to need less trucks, and you're going to need... Did I just forget to assign the truck? The excavator? Okay. That many. Cool. We're going to send them over here to start digging out some rock, because I need some rock. I also need to finish digging out this corner. Also, I think I need to expand a little bit further because I need to do something today about the people. The people have some problems. The people have some problems, mainly health. Now, we do have a couple of bonuses coming in, like we have a base plus 10 health. Plus, we're providing them clean water because we fixed that last episode, which gives us another plus 10 health. We were providing them with food, which was giving us plus 5. We're not providing them with food anymore. And it turns out between our land pollution, our air pollution, our water pollution, mainly the water pollution, we're having a couple of problems. With the birth rate increase, we're still staying at, level population. It's not dropping yet, but anytime a flu comes up, bad things will happen. So we can get a food bonus by providing them veggies. Can I actually upgrade you so we can store more veggies? And I did remember finally to set the other farms to make veggies as well. Providing we get enough veggies out and up to here, we should get a food bonus. They've been dropped off, yes. So we get 2 categories. If I get 2 categories worth of food, I get plus 8 health. But just giving them veggies. If I give them something from the protein menu as well, we go from plus 8 to plus 12, I think. Also, because I have the free space, we're just going to put potatoes in here as well. I don't think we're going to fill, this with 400 veggies and 400 veggies. So we're just going to throw in some potatoes. If that ends up being the case, we'll delete the potatoes and put them into somewhere else. Shippy found other shippies, and other shippies are dead. Unfortunately, they're falling off the end of my list. I can't click on them, so I don't know what we're finding, but we're finding things. All right, the other thing I want to do is, okay, I want to deal with some of these notifications. So we can now plant trees. We can plant trees as decorations. I'm not going to plant the enemy. Don't ask me to. It's not happening.
As for the other ones, cargo docks, well, we've sort of got a cargo dock, so I don't need those anymore. Housing, we now have the other ones like the biomass collector, fuel station 2. I would like to upgrade you to a fuel station 2. It's a bigger fuel station. Pretty much sums it up, which then clears everything off that list. Everything else is something else I want to talk about. This is why it's still on our list. Except the captain's office. The captain's office will let us put in those bigger edicts, and I could upgrade it right here, but I don't want to upgrade it right here. We need 24 workers. Wow. I guess we're captain. We need some slaves. We're going to remove the old captain's office. And then I'm going to build a new captain's office. Mark II, please. And I'm going to put it down here. Main reason, because I'm guaranteed it's out of our way. Entirely out of our way down here. It's super expensive, but I want to get it out of our way, mainly so I don't have to worry about it in the future. Yep. Also, I sort of need these boosts to come back. It also means we could access some level 2 edicts. So, like Vehicle Fuel Saver Mark II, which wouldn't be, too bad. It's going to go from 1 uni to 3 uni. So it's a little bit expensive. Maintenance Reducer, maybe. Ship Fuel Boosts. A Ship Fuel Saver. We have options. We can also, give them twice the amount of boost. What? Health is too low. Oh. Well, it's fine. Okay. Ship was fully repaired. Great. Can I go out and say hi to that pirate? Cool. Next. All right. I want to build his vehicles. I want to put in a mind control tower. Love me a mind control tower. We're going to set you to dump sand. And I want to set sand to dump from flat. Flat. Sure. Up. Like that. Sure. If we find sand on the map, can I just make a tower of sand? Cool, because that means I'm going to set these guys to dig out a little bit wider because I think I need a little bit more space. Also, turns out we had a bunch of trucks that already had sand in them, as predicted. All right, so hopefully I can find rock over here. Looks pretty good so far. We should get our concrete production back up and running. And not looking healthy. And then hopefully, well, it's not empty, so that's something. Which means hopefully I can keep making construction parts because, like I said, I need to do something about their health. And the main issue we have currently is, well, disease is not helping, but water pollution. Water pollution is the big one I can take care of. Now, giving them a better food choice definitely helped. Can I realign you guys to over here so you can dig out that dirt? But there's a build I can do. There's a build I can do for our biggest contributor to our water pollution. We're dumping wastewater from our rubber plants into the sea. We're also dumping out the sour water. And as you can see, there's a lot more yellow, green coming out than there is brown. Brown is bad, don't get me wrong. And, the people are definitely not helping in their own special, unique way. But, yeah, the sour water is the worst part. So there's a particular build. This particular build I built previously. And again, I've done tutorial videos on this. There is no blueprint available yet. Okay, I will add the yet part. There will probably be in the future, but not just at the moment, which allows us to deal with the wastewater. On top of that, we actually get some extra diesel out of it, and we also get a whole bunch of byproducts that we can use, which is referred to as the waste not want not build. So again, links up the top right-hand corner. The build has changed slightly due to some different ratios, but we're going to cover the build today. All right, so I want to have 2 sour water strippers. The whole point of these guys is they're going to take the sour water, add a little bit of steam, and break it down into sulfur, ammonia, and water. Now, water, thankfully, our oil build uses water, so we can dispose of that there. The sour water actually comes from the very first part of the distillation process, being stage 1, and you'll see these guys output 18 each. If they output 18 each, and you use 36, it's 1 of these to 2 of these. Generally, I build my oil in 4, and then therefore I'd have 2 of these guys. This time around, I'm actually going to have 3 of these guys, because we actually encounter sour water in the not-so-distant future for a bunch of other things. And I find having a little bit of extra processing is probably not going to hurt me. Ship 1. Excellent. Coming home for more fuel. All right. So, I want to have a couple of these guys. Once we've processed our sour water, we get out sulfur, ammonia, and water. Now, the ammonia we can turn into stuff, the sulfur we can turn into stuff, and the water, like I said, we're going to reprocess it. So, I want to start with this build. Now, there's a couple of things I need to talk about really quickly. One is our steam pipe. We already have a steam pipe, so that's going to be our steam pipe, and our sour water pipe is directly above that. So we're going to go height 1, which is our steam, and height 2, which is our sour water. We're just going to run those over the top. Now, I want to put these basically as close as I can because I don't have a lot of room on this island, so we need to keep everything very, very neat. We're going to grab off this pipe and run into here. Off this pipe and run to here. And then forward a tile. Oh, no, wrong one. The pipe. Cool. One off the bottom one off the top one, and one off the bottom one. All right. And then because I'm lazy or I'm smart, we're going to copy and paste. It gives me an extra one. I don't know if I want the extra one, but the extra one won't hurt for right now. Next for my ammonia, we're going to join these two together, and that gives me a little T intersection, which I'm just going to pop over there so I don't lose it. I'm then going to do the exact same with the sulfur output, and then I'm going to cut that and put it right back where I picked it up from. Then I'm going to copy the whole lot and put it over here. Now, I don't want this pipe sticking out, and I don't want this pipe sticking out. All right, next off is my water. My water is going to be pretty easy. I'm going to bring the water out like so. I'm going to grab this water, bring it here, bounce it over the top, plug it in there, bring that water into there, bring that water to there, over the top, and then into there. Water, I originally built my oil build with the plan of putting water directly above oil. So in theory, providing how badly I've screwed up the piping, I can come out at height number 1, through to here, and then around to here, and along to here, and to here, over to here, and that tile, that tile. Okay, you're not going to work until I get a balancer in there. All right, I need to put a balancer in right here. So we're going to remove those two pipes and transports, pipe balancer right there. Copy my pipe and plug that in there. I'm going to have you be a priority in from our recycled water. Yep. And can I actually cut that so we can just come down? Down. Bad pipe. Down. Okay, much better. We're going to uni build that and that and that and that, and that should be our water return done. Okay, I haven't plugged in the other pipes because, well, there's mostly stuff in the way. Including a pipe I just added. Yeah. We'll leave future Jetty to work that problem out. Actually, we're going to remove that for right now because that's literally just been built my way, and I think I can work that out in a minute. All right. So this is going to give us a whole bunch of ammonia plus a whole bunch of sulfur. Now, the ammonia, we're going to deal with the ammonia first, which is going to go back into a chemical plant. Chemical plant and a chemical plant. Can I remove some of this? Okay. Chemical plant can take in ammonia and add some oxygen and give us some fertilizer. Fertilizer gives us more food. More food is good. Can't say no to more food. Well, you can say no to more food, but, you know, I like fat people. And especially if I keep getting notifications that we have too much food, we can always do population. Plenty of food. Give them 25% extra food, gives me more uni I can spend on more things, like saving more fuel. Can't knock saving more fuel. All right, so we want to have a couple of these. Now, they need oxygen, and we have no research. Can I do corn farming? And that's it. I don't have access to soybeans because we haven't found soybeans on the world map. Go there. So we're stuck for right now. All right, oxygen. Oxygen comes from air separator. We did this with steel, and I need to put you there, and I need to put you there. Cool. We're going to bring our ammonia out. We're going to bring this up to height number 2. I'm going to bring you out to that top. We're going to come over to here, and then we're going to duck between these two buildings at height 2, and then drop down to height 1 and plug into there. Okay. Try again, pipe. Come out of here, press the F button, because I don't freaking care if I failing block a port, because we're not using those ports. Okay, I'm going to bring our oxygen out at height number 1, bring it over the top, over to here, yep, and then plug. Ooh. Come on, pipe. That port. There you go. All right, and then this one into that port. Cool. All right, so it plugs in our oxygen, plus it plugs in our ammonia. All right, I also need to grab a smokestack and plug you. There. All right, you're going to process 12, plus 12, being a total of 24. We're making 9, 18, 27. Yep. More. So this is not perfect so far, but like I said, I only planned on building, well, 3 of these, not 4. I've got room for a 4th one, but I'm only planning on building 3. It's going to be a little bit too much for these 2 machines to handle. By the same token, I'm not going to run that one full time because, well, this one is going to cover these 2. If I build another one, which technically we could do already, then I'd need a second sour water stripper, and, well, the 2 chem plants would be able to handle everything. Okay, so these guys are going to give us out fertilizer 1. Fertilizer 1 is nice, but you know what's better than fertilizer 1? Fertilizer 2. So I want to have a mixer. Mixer mixes things. Pretty self-explanatory. If we take fertilizer 1, add some limestone, some sulfur. Oh, look, we've got some sulfur I need to get rid of. I can make fertilizer 2. In fact, if I take 30 fertilizer 1, I can get 42 fertilizer 2 by just adding some limestone and some sulfur. Sulfur's a waste product, so sure, why the hell not? All right, so it means I need to grab a pipe. I need to come out of one of these machines. We're going to come up it. Sorry, I'm going to go 1 tile. Then I'm going to come up and over to here and then down to there. Now, I need to grab out of the loop that machine as well. Press F because I don't fucking care and plug that in there. Now, I do know that I have these 2 pipes. I'm going to just put a pipe on the ground as a marker. I can move things forward to about that far forward, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give ourselves some room to breathe and room to think because I still need to route everything around. So I don't need that pipe just there, and I can clear that, and I can send you guys to dig. What's your problem? Where are all your diggy boys? Oh, you reached the edge. Oh. Well, there you go. And you have no more coal. Well, that's problematic. Can I put a mine flat there? Press the R button, F button rather, and then dig in and go straight down. We're going that way? We're going that way. Yep. Okay, don't think I need that anymore. Cool. Alright, that'll solve that problem. Do not store potatoes over harvest. Yeah, I'd be okay on potatoes. Second diggy crew. Okay, you can have some extra trucks then. Edit area. That. Okay. Maybe. And there's a ghost tower here who was covering landfill for that area. Can I get the ghost tower to cover this area? Actually, no. Yeah, no for now. Okay. Because I'm trying to make sure we get rocketed storage to keep up with. It's okay-ish. It's okay-ish. All right. Ship was fully repaired. Cool. We found some pirates. We killed some pirates. We found a rock mine, so I can send a cargo ship out there to get infinite amounts of rock. Very, very handy. Meanwhile, we're going to find out what that is. All right. Back to our story. So, we're going to move these guys out of the way. Now, I do have to get the fertilizer 2 out of this, which I'm going to run to here and to here. That's going to come out. We'll work out how that gets out in a second. All right, I need to also get limestone here and sulfur. So, sulfur we have back here, which I'm going to run forward and then to left, and forward and to the left. All right, now that's done, I'm going to remove that connector plus you and you. All right, I want to slide under this a U-shaped balancer. Right there. I want to be able to balance this and have some priorities because we need to consider our options. All right, we're going to have sulfur come this way. It's going to go through another U-shaped balancer, one right about here, I guess. We're going to plug into that plus into... That's really fast belt. Can I not use really fast belts? Please? I don't need really fast belts. Can I just get you slow belts? Thank you. Okay. Are you also fast belt? Gosh. I can go away too. Copy. Give me slow belt. It defaults to whatever you were last using. Then that must have been fast belt in my case. All right. I'm going to bring sulfur into here, sulfur into here. Okay. With my sulfurs plugged in, I also need to Actually, remove you back a few tiles. Okay. Also need to plan ahead. So I'm going to put in another pipe balancer, especially now we have vertical pipes, because I can now vertically bring you straight over there and into... Hello? Plug. Thank you. Into there. I want to split off my fertilizer one in case. In case something goes bad, in case something goes wrong. In fact, I probably want to split it twice. Also going to want to do the same with my fertilizer too, which we'll probably do here. We'll come back to that. All right. Sulfur. Sulfur's come along to here, and then from there, it's going to go into these two. Now, you're going to use 6, you're going to use 6, you're going to output 12, you're going to output 12. And I'm going to potentially have both these guys running at the same time, which means I have too much sulfur. The good news is I can take some of my sulfur and run it into these guys and make rubber. It does make rubber a little bit more efficiently, so I get more rubber. Also, doesn't mean I don't have to deal with wastewater anymore. And I don't burn coal. These are all a bonus to me. So I need to eventually empty this and swap it over to sulfur, which is on the plans of things that we need to do. So we're going to take a belt from here, and we're going to run you this way. And no, we're going to run it out back a little bit, because I'm going to need to put other stuff in here in the future. And we're going to run it to there, and then to here, and then to there. Probably means I'm going to need a bridge in here, hopefully. Works for me. Okay, so that's going to be our sulfur belt. And we're going to go priority out that way. Now, I also need sulfur for some other things, and we're going to get to the other things in the future, but for right now, I'm going to put another bucket here, and we're just going to put a connector, and that service station is so dead. We'll move you in the future. I'm going to put a second bucket here for sulfur, and, well, you're just getting 50% of sulfur. So you're going to have 50%. The rest will go straight into, well, oil. Oil, diesel. Yeah, that's what I thought. Recovery. That should fix you. All right. So last thing I need to do is I need to remove any excess sulfur. And there is one more recipe in the mixer that does that, and that is this recipe. So it takes sulfur, a lot of sulfur, with a little bit of limestone, and then gives us slag, which we dump in the sea. So I need to... You're going to priority out to that one, and then you're going to run into there. And then it means I need another bucket. 2 buckets, actually. So we're going to go with storage. Can I get a loose storage? Hopefully back here. Yeah, guys, I need you to clear off another row of tiles. Wrong button. Yeah, where is that tower? Wrong tower. That tower. Yeah, can you guys clear this place? Doing a great job on that sand. I'm making a lovely little sandcastle, but I sort of need this done. All right. I'm going to need a storage. Let's go with here and here. I know. I've immediately put things in the way. You're going to be limestone, and you're going to be slag. Slag we need to set to empty because I don't want it, and we're going to put you that direction. Slag out is going to go into here. As for sulfur, limestone, you're going to come up to height 1, down to there. That's all. Over to here. Well, if you want to go down that direction, I'm sort of inclined to let you, but it would ruin what little neatness I have. Can I remove that? And I know it's white on white. Don't get me started. There and into there, and you'll go there into there. Okay. Don't remove that whole pipe entirely, and we're going to take you up to height 2, and then into there. All right, so that should deal with my sour water. Also give me excess water. Also let me, well, have limestone and fertilizer 2, which I haven't actually worked out where it goes, nor have I worked out where fertilizer 1 goes. We'll work those out in a minute. But I want to hook this in. So I want to can I do that much to start with? That's our belts. That's our other belts. Okay. Also means I need to work out this. So we're going to take this, which is our sour water. We're going to remove that section of it because I don't need that anymore. And before it backs up in the pipe, we're going to plug that into there. Yep. Also going to take our steam and plug that into there. Okay, with those two plugged in, that means you should get sour water. pause. You should get sour water. You should start running. Yep, you're filling up with sour water. You already have steam. You're good to go. Okay. We need to also sort out our water problem, which is that pipe, which then goes over and into that pipe. Is there a better way of doing that? I think there is, actually. I think if I go to that tile, then up to height number 1, and then into there. Cool. Quick deliver that and remove that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have somewhere for our water to go. It's going to come over here, and then it's going to get prioritized in to, well, run the steam to make sure the system keeps running. Also cuts down the total amount of clean water we're using. All right. So with you running, you're going to output sulfur. Sulfur is going to be prioritized out that way. And as soon as we run out of coal, which hopefully is going to be fairly soon, we can start turning on this recipe. I want that recipe to be priority number 1, and we're going to turn off trucks importing products. Well, turns out we need the coal elsewhere. Okay, you guys look like you've finished digging. You have finished digging. Edit area from there to there, please. All right, so you guys are now just doing limestone. Diggy crew, no, secondary diggy crew is still digging out rock and has the low supply of coal. Yep, but we are digging our way into the hill. Do we have? We're still building. We're waiting for trucks to show up to get scrapped, and this is one of the reasons we have storage on here to make sure we have a way of, well, storing up the excess parts whilst we wait for a truck to drive from I don't know where back to here to get replaced. One thing I do want to do is set an alert, notify me if empty, tick on, and we're going to unity boost you. No, not you. You. That way I can just make parts twice as fast for a little while. Okay. Loose supply has low limestone again. Well, we just started mining limestone. All right. So we should have sulfur. Sulfur is going to go into this bucket, 50% of it. The other 50% of it should end up in here if I delete the coal, and we should be good to go to start cranking out, well, rubber from sulfur, and therefore not have that recipe and not have that recipe. Excellent. Hopefully that keeps up. Can I just pause you for the moment? Yeah, I sort of need all the sulfur to go that way for a little bit. All right. Next up, you guys are going to back up very soon, if you haven't already, with ammonia. So I need to deal with the ammonia. All right, so the ammonia is going to come into this concoction of stuff that we already built. Yep, there to there. I don't need that pipe at the front. It's just a marker, and we're going to build all of that. Now, I put in this balancer here with the intention of I want all my fertilizer Mark 1 to turn to fertilizer Mark 2. But that is only, obviously, if I happen to have sulfur. If I don't have enough sulfur because it's all going to rubber, well, that's going to be a problem. So I need to, at this point, put in, well, some way of dealing with it. So we're going to put in a balancer. Let's go with, actually, let's build this pipe so it's out of our way. And let's build the belting infrastructure. You can't knock over a ghost. It's just not possible. Just so you know, Diggy boys, you can't knock over a ghost. It's not possible outright. Right. Can I also build that just so we can see things? I want you to be a priority out to that machine and that machine with the excess go to that one, which will then get turned to slag. All right. Now I can see things. And you can see things. We're gonna put a balancer here and a balancer here because I want you to prioritize out to that one. Now, do I need one or two? I think I only need one actually. I want to run the pipe into there. So if you can't go out to this pipe to turn into fertilizer 2, you'll come into this balancer. Actually, that balancer can fit in there. Isn't that nice? Okay. This one is then going to prioritize it back out this way. Okay. With the idea of we're going to be putting a tank right here. Probably right here because we're going to be digging right there. And you are going to go up to height 1, across to here, and into there. Right, and we're going to build all of that. And now, this will give us fertilizer number 1. I'm going to say keep empty. I'd like the fertilizer to go somewhere else, probably to a farm. All right, and you are full of fertilizer, which is not running because that pipe's running the wrong direction. Okay, fertilizer goes in there. Fertilizer goes into this pipe till the pipe's full. Then it's going to go into this balancer. Then it's going into that tank. Now, if for some reason the fertilizer doesn't go anywhere, the whole system would break, which would be bad. So the last thing I'm going to do is we're going to put in, is it a flare? Flare. No, it's not a flare. It is going to be a liquid dump. Please let me put a liquid dump in. I can put a liquid dump right there. Can I get a builders vehicles, a vehicle ramp here? And we're going to go from there to there to there. Cool. And we're going to build all of that. And that. So if for whatever reason this is full of fertilizer and the fertilizer has nowhere to go, it'll then just get dumped in the sea. Now the fertilizer is a pollution rating of 15 compared to my sour water, which was a pollution rating of 120. So vastly improved. Also, I now have something I can feed into the farms. Plus I, have some sulfur, which means this pipe here, being my old wastewater from my rubber plant, will all go away. Also means that the other end of this is disconnected because that was for the sour water, which means you can go away, which means that whole liquid dump can go away. It's been moved over a little bit. It's fine. It's an improvement. An improvement is an improvement is an improvement. Okay, so that's our plan. Also means that I now have some fertilizer, which I can take down and put... where are we putting this, Jetty? Yeah, it looks good. I want to set you to the exact opposite. I want to keep you full. I also want to have a second one. We'll get to the second one in a minute. And we're going to run out of here into here. I just noticed that those supports are see-through. Okay. To here. Actually, no. Okay. Can I come underneath first? Can I go sideways, then underneath, then to height 3, then right along the top. Yep, you just stop there, and then we'll bring the other pipe to there, to height 2. Yep, you can slide it in the middle. Okay, once I get to there, I want to go to transports. I want a pipe balancer. I'm going to put a pipe balancer right here. I'm going to come off this top one, then off the bottom one, and then into that farm and into that farm. Cool. All right. Build all that. Build that. Build that. All right. We're going to change from fertilizer 1 to fertilizer 2. Not we're making it yet. And the plan is that the fertilizer 1 pipe, which is the top pipe, is the not priority. So I want to prioritize in from the fertilizer 2 because the fertilizer 2 is a little bit more effective. Again, mentioned it previously. I've done a whole video on fertilizers. I'm going to crank this up to 100%. I'm going to crank this up to 100%, and that means we'll start using fertilizer once it gets here. Sure, I'd like to do this farm, but that one's going to be a little bit more awkward to get to, and I'm hoping I can just blitz what fertilizer we have on 2 farms. Yeah. Can I truck even path there? No. This is why we put in an overflow, Jetty. Yeah, can I move you over there and move you over there? Okay, can I truck now path there? Yes. Okay, cool. That solves that problem. All right. Obviously, I need you up and running, but that requires me to have sulfur, which has not happened yet. And you have a bunch of sulfur, and you have a bunch of rubber. So that means I can unpause that one. Cool. All right, with that unpaused, we can now... well, actually, there's no point building you until I have this cleared out, so I'm going to actually put in sulfur. Limestone. Okay, so digging team's got more digging to do. Low supply of copper ore. Have they been replaced? Probably not. No. Okay, so you haven't been replaced. Where is Diggy Crew? Wrong Diggy Crew. That Diggy Crew. Okay, we're going to subtract one from there and add a few to there. Because, we have stable. So we might as well. Can I add one there? Sure, that'll do. All right, we're going to send another Diggy Boy over here. Also means that, low supply of glass, can I do 1, 2? And you guys are still digging through there. We've cleared this little bit of area. Good. Good. And the tower on the right is for the dig on the left. Yep, does that make sense, JD? We're going to have you guys scan that whole area so we can start filling out the sea out there. And you're done. Okay, with you being done... no, I can't get to the full waste not because we haven't got to that research yet. All right, so we've still got one research to go, but at least we started recycling. More importantly, we can now see our health is at plus 15. Our water pollution is also down to -6. It will drop lower, right? Because, well, actually probably won't, because we're still dumping sewage into the sea. But it's vastly improved, which means no more people dying, which is awesome. As for the rest of the research, we can't do any more research currently, and I haven't been setting the ship out nearly often enough. And we found another village. They just do contracts. They won't sell us people. That's unfortunate. They're mean. Can I just go explore and we'll just drive our way through a pirate? Cool. Next thing I want to do very quickly is we need to upgrade our science. So we just researched, or we have researched Lab 2. Which means I need to have an assembly electric 2. Yep. Which is going to make lab equipment 2. Okay, so I need to have 24 of the white science, plus I need to have paper, plus I need to have steel. So I already have 24. That's the easy part. Can I build you that way? Probably. Am I going to regret this? Probably. I don't need this lab. This lab is definitely in my way. We also don't need this lab. We're going to instead... Buildings. We're going to instead put in a research lab too. Cool. I'm also going to upgrade you, and unpause you. We're going to move you to just there for just a second so trucks can sort of get in and out. All right. I need to get, well, science. Science in, that's the easy part. Apart from the fact that I sort of need to remove this belt. Yeah, remove the belt. Alright, I also need to get in paper. Now, paper, if I right-click on it, it comes from a chemical plant, which we built some chemical plants just recently. Chemical plant. Great. Chemical plant. You can make paper. Paper requires wood chips, limestone, and steam. I happen to have limestone right here, so that's not going to be too bad. Wood chips. Wood chips come from, right-click on that, comes from a shredder. So I need to go into waste management, a shredder, and the shredder is going to put in wood and give me wood chips. Also, I need to get some steam. So I need to plug all this together in some way that makes sense to hopefully get science done. We're going to do that by actually removing you, I think. Yeah, I'm totally removing you. I need to make some alternative decisions. Now we're in the future. Okay, can I just remove that outright, that outright, that outright? That's actually what the belts did. And, alright, we'll start putting this together. So I need to get paper that way. You're going to output paper. You're going to input... Okay, paper. Paper's going to go on a much slower belt. Much slower belt, I said. Ooh. Paper's going to go in there. Alright, steel we'll get from, well, over here eventually. Here, there, wherever. Steel's going to come from somewhere. Also, we're going to need another assembler, which we're going to face this way, which is going to do construction parts. Science 1, except your assembler's too high. So I need a worse assembler, that type. Okay, copy, paste. Alright, move you out of the way. Move you over there. Over there, I said. Cool. You're going to run into that tower. These guys are going to run around the back. You into there. And you... there. And then... Yes, that's totally what I was looking for. Into there. Cool. Alright, so that's Science 1 into... well, Science 2, almost. Science 2 actually needs to go into you, into that machine, into that machine, and into that machine. Okay, I still need to get in steel. I also need to work out wood. So wood is this port, plus other ports. All right, before we get into that, I need to make steam. Steam needs to go into here, so we're going to plug you right there. Steam, I can give you wood chips. So I'm definitely going to be giving you wood chips. Okay, with that done, I need that metal's free to get you squeezed in, so I'm going to put you there. We're going to put you here. Yeah? Cool. You can go into there. You can go into there. So we're going to block the output. That's a problem. Actually, can I face you? Can I face you that way? Okay, remove you, put you there. All right, we're going to come from here to here to here. I need a two-way connection. Done. So you have a little connector. Wood's going to go in, going to come out. I need to... You take steam in on that port. Fine, we're good on that. I need to put in a smokestack right here. Limestone, we're going to bring right around the outside. Sure. And into here. Wood and water. Water we happen to have right here. We're going to come you into you. And then wood is... Where's wood? Here. All right, wood is going to go for a bit of an adventure. We're going to come to here. Then I already have one at height 1 and one at height 2. So you're going to go to... Well, one at height 0, one at height 1. Yep. So you're going to come right the way around the outside, down here. And down to ground level. And then there. Right, that should give me science 1 into science 2 into... Nope, steel, which is over here. Which... Rotate? Rotate, cool. You into... Here. Across the... Height 2. Height 3... height 1. Height 3, height 3, height 3, all the way across here, to here, to, yep. I don't think I can make that curve. Alright, can I go back a step? Height 3. Okay. You go to there. Can I get out of here and up to height 3? I can. Why did that not just work on the other direction? Alright, whatever. That is our build. Can I unity build all of that, please? And that belt. And that belt. What is paused? Okay. Alright. In theory, Shredder has no recipe. Shredder is going to be making wood chips. Truck can't reach destination. What destination? Steel. Correct. You off. Truck. Low glass. Glass is pop pop. And low supply of rock. Well, we get there. Can I just change that alert to... no, 50% is the good number. Alright, can I confirm? We have parts 1. Okay. Can I confirm we have parts 2? Not yet. But I have wood chips, which is going to make an awful lot of steam. And I don't need that steam for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. We only use 1.5 steam. Like, if I had any steam anywhere else, we'd just use that instead. I want to pause this belt because I need you to actually have science parts in you. I'm going to turn deliveries on. No, I'm going to do better. I'm going to put a storage here. Actually, can I... No, wrong size storage. Storage! Unit storage, little one. There. Can I run out of you and into you and into you? Can I get science parts 1? Lab equipment. Yep. Build. Max requests. And uni boost you. Okay, you're giving us 12 paper. Yeah, and we only need 6 normally. Okay, and I need that belt done because obviously there was a whole bunch of lab equipment on the belts which I destroyed, which means that we have or had lab equipment in there. But 24, which means I should go to quick deliver you. I need $20. You have 20. I can now quick deliver you. Workers, really? Well, we're going so well. Unpause, pause. Okay, and that's the second one built. Uni, and uni, and quick deliver. Okay, I don't need them running. We just need them built. I want to have them built before the episode. We call the episode done, and the episode is now done. We have, well, science coming up. awful lot of science coming out to an awful lot of labs. I can't run these guys because these are going to require 16 people each. But Mr. Shippy, I should believe Shippy. But it means next episode we can go through the research. We can go through the research and work our way up to, well, construction parts 4. Yeah, and there's a lot of things I want. Also, I need to burn off a lot of these. Not that many, actually. We did all right. But our chem plant should keep up with you. Steel should not be a problem. You guys should be fine. We're definitely going to have to look at maybe adding more production all the way along the line. Now we're going to the next level of tech tree. Also, we also need to keep an eye on and make sure our fertilizer, well, actually, we put an overflow, so I guess it doesn't matter. Our fertilizer will be fine. But we do need to get more diggy boys, more big diggy boys, more big diggy boys. And yeah, we're still working our way through the queue. But I need to call this episode here. I call this another successful episode. We've fixed our pollution. We've got to the next level of tech. And, well, nobody's dying anymore. And nobody's hungry. So wins all around. Sure, we've got no people, but, well, the next bit of housing is already built. So I'll see you guys in the next episode where we add even more. Anyway, with all that said and done, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. I will see you in the very next video. All right, bye.